Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I am Marietta Carter, and I am here to be your host today, and I welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. So I also want to say thank you all for coming out, and thank everybody who is watching online. And I invite anybody who is watching online to join us here at the Unity campus on Franklin Road in Nashville, Tennessee. Today, Reverend Cath DePalma is our guest speaker. The title of her talk is In This Together. You know, she wrote that the world is going to do what the world is going to do. The saving grace is that we can still live the life of our dreams in the midst of whatever is going on. We just have to believe it is so. Pretty powerful stuff, huh? Yeah. We are also pleased to welcome Miss Jackie Wilson. Thank you, Jackie. She's going to be performing our music today. And today I'm going to start this service with an affirmation that I often start our services with. But I say this because I know this to be the truth of our center. I know that we are an inclusive, open spiritual community for anyone seeking a deeper connection with God. So if you've never been to a Center for Spiritual Living before, I would like to share a few things about this center with you. We believe that all people are individualizations of the one Spirit. We believe in the immortality and the continuity of the individual soul forever and ever and ever expanding. We believe that there is only one God, and there are many paths to this God. And we're here to love and honor and support you wherever you find yourself on your divine path. So this Center of Spiritual Living is a haven for all people of all beliefs and lifestyles. We do not tell you what to think. We try to teach you how to think. So wherever you find yourself on your journey, you're welcome here. Let's begin our service. And now I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. And as you're able, put your hand over your heart and take another deep breath. And as we continue to breathe, join me in the here and now. And know with me that there is a power and a wisdom and a love that surrounds us right now. That same power that created the heavens and the earth is alive and well. This power lives in each of us, just yearning to create with every breath we breathe, because that is its nature. This infinite creative power never rests. It never stops creating for a moment. And because we were created in its likeness, it is our nature to live a creative life. A creative life full of peace and harmony and love. We know that we cannot bring our desires to us if we are harboring unkind feelings towards others. So it is our responsibility for our own experiences in life. So today, I invite you to live in the present, open up your hearts and minds, and feel Spirit moving in and around and through you. Even if you don't know it, you've already listened to that power and responded with a yes as you are guided by Spirit to be here today. So feel that inner connection and join me in thanking everyone who is here, everyone who is listening, and anyone who is contributing to this service by just being present, by just opening their hearts and being receptive to love. I bless Reverend Cath for her message today. I'm so thankful that Miss Jackie is here to share her musical talents, and with much gratitude, I give Thanks to practitioner Alan Woodard for his reading and for sharing his love. So join me in knowing the highest and best, and as we say, and so it is.
Thank you so much for having me today. And I love singing here because I get to sing my own music, and I appreciate that too. So for anyone who's ever been told that they couldn't do something, this is for you. Someone told me I wouldn't make it. They said I wasn't strong enough. But they didn't know just who they were talking to. 'Cause I'll show you, I'll show you. I said, I appreciate that information. And I'll remember this conversation. And you'll be another reason as to why I'm the toast to the season. When I show you, all I need is all in me. It's already inside. All I want's for my dreams to fly free like a bird in the blue sky. I'm gonna spread my wings and fly with the stars. Take over the world, the moon, and even Mars. When you look at me shining, you'll wish that you were me. Watch and see. So, one day they're gonna look and they're gonna wish too. My life's a motion picture show. There'll be angels and demons wherever I go. But I gotta rise up and fight for everything that I believe. 'Cause I'm gonna show you that this life, it ain't fantasy. It's all in me. It's already inside. And all I want's for my dreams to fly free like a bird in the blue sky. I'm gonna spread my wings and fly with the stars. Take over the world, the moon, and even Mars. You look at me shining, wishing you were me. Watch and see, baby. If you don't believe me, baby, watch and see. All I need is already inside. Said it, all I want is for my dreams to fly free with the birds in the blue sky. I'm gonna spread my wings and fly with the stars. Take over the world, the moon, and even Mars. You look at me shining, wishing you were me, babe. Watch and see. If you don't believe, just tell them, watch and see. Thank you.
Wow. Good morning. That just lifted me up another level, folks. My name's Alan Woodard. I'm a practitioner here at the center, and it is my privilege to be doing the reading this morning. But before I do that, for the last 3 Sundays, this is the 4th Sunday, the practitioners have been talking a little bit about, principle. Thank you, Alan. What is principle? It is the fundamental truth or proposition that serves as the foundation for a system of belief or behavior or a chain of reasoning. Principles are more than just intellectual ideas. They form the foundation for the way we engage and co-create our lives. My two principles that I have been given are Principle 7, which is spiritual beings. The one infinite reality is both transcendent and immanent. Individual human beings are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe, having a human experience. This is our true nature. And principle number 8 is freedom. Freedom is the birthright of every individual. We are free to choose and create our experience of life. Ernest Holmes said, "The road to freedom lies not through mystics or mysteries, but through the intelligent use of nature's force and laws." So it is. So this morning, I'm going to be reading from Ernest Holmes. It's called My Prayer for My Country. Believing in the divine destiny of the United States of America and in the preservation of liberty, security, and self-expression, I offer this, my prayer for my country. I know that divine intelligence governs the destiny of the United States of America, directing the thought and the activity of all who guide its affairs. I know that success, prosperity, and happiness are the gifts of freedom and are the divine heritage of everyone in this country. I know that success, prosperity, and happiness are now operating in the affairs of every individual in this country. I know that divine guidance enlightens the collective mind of the people of this country, causing it to know that economic security may come to all without the loss of either personal freedom or individual self-expression. I know that no one can believe or be led to believe that freedom must be surrendered in order to ensure economic security for all. The all-knowing mind of God contains the answer to every problem which confronts this country. I know that every leader in this country is now directed to this all-knowing mind and has the knowledge of a complete solution to every problem, and each is compelled to act upon this knowledge to the end that abundance, security, and peace shall come to all. And I know that this spiritual democracy shall endure, guaranteeing to everyone in this country personal liberty, happiness, and self-expression. And so it is, amen. And this is a treatment that I want to read at this time. So treat with me, please. There is one loving spirit, one infinite mind and creative source in the universe, and I am one with this divine presence and spirit. It operates in me, as me, and through me now and in the forever now. I declare my own true nature is guiding me each day to create a sacred space and a time to be one with the divine. I know that divine intelligence governs the destiny of the United States of America. Divine intelligence expresses through me knowing this spiritual democracy shall endure. And I say, thank you, God. Thank you for my personal liberty, happiness, and self-expression. I give great gratitude for our teaching and for our love for each other. And I now release this, my word, to the law, knowing it is so. I let it be so, and together we say, and so it is. Namaste.
I think this song speaks true right now, too, because the state of the world, it's time to love ourselves a little bit more. That's what this song is about. It's taken me a while, but I'm there and I'm practicing every day. So I encourage you to do the same. Yeah, I've been there, been at the bottom and on top, learning as I get older. in this together. You know, we got to love ourselves every day, and we got to love everybody else even when we don't love the things about them. So that's it.
Thank you. Gotta love me now. How much more perfect is that? Wow, it's great to be here with all of you today. How are you doing? Yes, we're in this together. And I hear that you've been doing a lot of things. A lot of things have been going on since I've been here. Some of you, it's been a big week, right? And some of you lost a very special minister friend this week. And I'm Michael Woody, and I'm sorry that I never got a chance to meet him, but I know that he's been very special and instrumental in many of your lives. So, and then on top of what's going on in the world or in our country and with this passing of a friend, you have your own life full of things that are happening. And so it can be quite a bit sometimes, right? It can be a little bit intense. I actually was surprised that a friend of mine, it's like the political scene was down on her list because she had a death in the family, she had a wedding, other things were taking priorities. Life goes on. And I think that's what we have to get is life goes on, and it can go on in a much better way. So it is a very interesting business, living the one life of spirit together, isn't it? It's colorful, it's interesting, exciting, it's like a roller coaster. Sometimes you just want to scream. Anyway, the saving grace is that we can still live our dreams. We can live our lives the way that we want to live them in the midst of whatever is going on. Because heaven truly is here. We are immersed in it. In the middle of whatever looks difficult, perfection exists. We just have to get in alignment with it so that we can see it. And sometimes that means getting past our emotions, which just kind of take us over. So anyone ever do a fire walk? We have a few in the room. Yes, by choice, right? So I don't know, it was about 5 or 6 years, John, my husband, and I decided to go to a ministers' gathering in Asheville, North Carolina. And it was a pretty easy drive from Orlando, where we were living and had our center. And we had some family that we could see on the way. And John had made all of the arrangements. I was busy with other things, and I let him do that. And on the way that we're driving, he reminds me that they're going to have a fire walk. Now, my immediate reaction was not, oh, I can't wait. My immediate reaction was, I may not do it. I was going to put that out there. Usually when I go to a retreat, I want to be filled up. I want to do nothing, pretty much. I don't want to have to force myself to do something difficult. Because ministry is hard enough. Those ministers in the room and those others that are working with people, it's difficult enough. I wasn't going to make myself do anything that I didn't want to do. That's how I went in. So we arrived. We're having a good time. We're with colleagues. There's a lot of sharing and learning going on. But lurking in the back of my mind, you can imagine, what was I going to do about that upcoming fire walk? Well, the last day of the gathering took place, and this was it. A few ministers had decided not to participate. They said they had some things to do back in their room, some work. And the rest of us were sitting at these large tables in this room. And so opting out was still on the table. It was still open. We could opt out all the way till the very end. Now, the senior ministers, John and Barbara Waterhouse at this time, had done this fire walk many times at their center, so they were quite confident in the process. And John Waterhouse had us spend hours prepping us, describing the process, talking about how hot the coals were going to be. Now, I was asking myself at that time, because, I hadn't made up my mind yet, whether he was trying to sell us on the idea or talk us out of it. I know, he really just wanted us to know the facts, and the facts were that we were literally playing with fire. So we would go out during certain stages. We got to see it begin, the fires begin. We got to go out when there was a full roar, and then we got to go back, when it was, when there were hot coals. But as we waited for that, he talked about how we needed to focus and how we needed to do it. So the instructions were, when you walk on hot, glowing coals, you have to keep your eye on the other side. You have to keep your eye on the goal. You cannot look down at the coals. Because if you look down at the coals, you are doomed. Your feet will get burnt. You have to keep on walking. They knew of only one other woman who had a little problem because she was a nurse and she just couldn't get over the idea that her feet wouldn't get burned walking on the coals. So the science was a little bit of a block for her. So while we waited, as it was getting closer to the end, they had us do something with our hands, like some kind of folding, like some kind of origami. And we were supposed to follow these directions. My head was a mess. I couldn't follow those directions, as simple as they were, at all. And I looked down at the table down from me, and there sat my friends Ken and Deb Gordon. Ken was the spiritual leader at the time. And I'm really feeling for him because I'm thinking, he has to do this. He has to do this. He can't back out. What kind of spiritual leader would say, I can't do this? He didn't have a choice. So finally we go outside. My husband swears I still did not have my decision made at that point. The pressure was on. It's dark out. All you can see are the coals. He decides to go for it. I lose him in the crowd. And finally I find Maxine Kay, who's in her 80s. I'm following someone in her 80s who paneled me in 1994 as a new minister. And once again, she's coming through and I'm following her. So guess I'm doing it. As I get to the head of the line, I see that my husband's on the other side. I had completely missed him. And I'm thinking, oh, please, just let me get this over with. So it was my turn to be on the spotlight. John Waterhouse and my husband, John, are both calling me to the other side. It's now or never. I go for it, keeping my eyes on them, ignoring the sidelines. Yes, there are some cheers of encouragement, but I can't dare look to the side because then I'm going to get off track. So I keep going, ignoring them, quickly walking, and I finish. What a test of mind over matter. And I'm going to give a hand to those in the room who said that they did it, because it is something that you really have to prepare for. When we got back to the room, I washed and examined my feet. To my surprise, there was only a couple little nicks, little marks, which were surprisingly all gone by the next morning. It was a moment that I'll never forget. Now, it wasn't until the next day when we were driving home that it dawned on me that I am the daughter of a fireman. I was the daughter of a fireman. My dad died almost 40 years ago, staying longer in a building than he was supposed to, trying to put out a fire. So I felt like I was not alone and that this was kind of a win for both of us. So what if I would have stayed, in my comfort zone and decided not to walk? I would have missed all that. What if I knew how to spiritually prepare myself ahead of time? I could have done without all of that angst, right? So vulnerability is our friend. It's our growing edge. And as you know, there are many things that can make us feel vulnerable. Conditions are all around us. It can be a scary world when we don't know that there is more to life than what we're seeing and experiencing. Now, the hot burning coals are really like some of the conditions in our lives. There are always going to be coals to walk across in our physical lives. The loss of a loved one, the ending of a job, a new president, everyday challenges. And this is true for us all, no matter who we are. We are all in this together. That being said, while we are all in this one life of spirit together, that being said, we don't have to move through life as a collective. We do, but we don't, really. We are all in this together. We're all moving around, traffic and everything else. But we don't have to move through life as a collective. We don't have to wait for others to get on the same page as us. Some of you who are in a partnership or a marriage or, have a close one know that, you can't always wait for the other person to get on the same page as you. Our growth patterns are different. Different things are happening for each one of us. So we, as individuals, still have to move forward with our own plans and our own dreams. It's not that we're, being selfish, but we are. We are single-minded to taking care of ourselves, because that's why we're here. And it can all work together with your partner, whoever they may be, if it's done correctly. So the real progress is really an inside job that we must all do for ourselves. Doesn't matter who we are. Individually, we have to move across those coals as quickly as possible, and that may be getting through our emotions as quickly as possible. Because if we lose sight of the bigger picture, focusing on the hot coals under our feet or the conditions of the world and let those catch us, get caught up in that, then we will suffer. Then we will suffer. We will endure pain. And just because the human race as a whole is still caught up in fear and suffering does not mean that we have to live that way too. We don't have to live that way too. We have a choice. Others' experiences don't have to be our reality. We get to choose. And the secret is, I was wondering about all this preparation that John was doing with us before we walked those coals. But that really is the key to living life, is spending time in preparation to walk whatever coals we might be on our path. Our spiritual practices are key. Upping our spiritual practices may be even more key as we go to keep us in alignment with our greater truth. Pre-paving the way can help us to avoid some of those coals, maybe not even attract some of them. We may not even have to cross over them because they may not exist for us, right? So the truth is we are invincible beings, and the world is our playground, and we have, as Abraham said, so much contrast to pick from. So much I like that and I don't like that. And we're creating, we have more really to create with than we've ever had before. It's really like, we're living a dual life. It's a little schizophrenic because we're living in these physical bodies in a physical world, and yet we're playing this other spiritual game that really is the main game in town. Even though not many people know that, or many people remember that. Or we forget it in certain situations. So it's our job to sift through that contrast that we're seeing, take what we can use, what is of value to us, and we can't let the appearance of danger, disappointment, or even failure keep us from being pulled by a greater vision of what could be. Something greater wants to happen for us all, obviously, and something greater wants to happen for us individually. So just like for me, the sidelines were filled with people cheering me on, the sidelines are filled with people who want to cheer you on as you are taking that direct path across the coals to the best of your ability. And that's why we're here as a center, to help with the preparation of what you have to go through as individuals in your own life, and as what we have to go through collectively together in this world. In the beloved community which we are studying, it says, everything that we do shares in the ongoing creation of our universe. Everything that we do shares in the ongoing creation of our universe. We are in this together. The human race is mastering, whether it wants to or not, whether it knows what's ahead or not, it's mastering that in-between place, that void, that abyss, the place, it's the new territory that we find ourselves in. And as we do this, we become stronger and we become more our true selves, our real selves. Pema Chodron, the Buddhist nun, says, fear is a natural reaction to moving closer to the truth. A natural reaction to moving closer to the truth. So let's have the courage to face the truth together, as we know that the truth always sets us free. And the truth is the principles that we believe in stand no matter what. They stand. They're not changeable. The truth is that we as spiritual beings are unchangeable as well. We are resilient. We are perfect, whole, complete. We are invincible as spirit, the spirit of us. Life is always wanting to express itself through us in greater ways. And so it is doing that through us, and it will not disappoint us for allowing it to come through us in more expansive, loving, healthy ways. So, we owe it to ourselves as individuals and collectively as this beautiful Center for Spiritual Living Nashville, this community, to dream big and exemplify heaven on earth. Live the dream. We are working with a power and a presence that knows how to do that, knows how to make all things new. I love the words of Jesus the Christ. I am in this world, but not of it. We are in this world, but not of it. We are in this world, but we are really of another world where we are so much more than we appear to be. So much more than we appear to be. It's up to us to lead the way out of a fear-based world into one of love. So let's begin. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, Cath. All righty. Now is the time to give back to what serves you. So I'm going to ask Gary Hoffman, and that's not JW. It is JW. And ask them to come forward. And, I'm just going to take this opportunity to go off the cuff for a minute. As you see Gary walk down, if you want to know about a manifestation of our work or treatment or prayer, look at Gary, It was about a year ago that you were planning on a medical issue, right? You were proactive. January, right. And Gary prepared not only by making sure his little baby was taken care of and that, but he made sure that he had prayer treatments going his way. And he asked and he sought out. And I felt very honored and blessed that he came to me and said, hey, would you pray for me while I'm going through this? And I wasn't the only one. There was a host of people who prayed for Gary. And, a man who was walking with a cane, who had difficulty moving around, is just now going out and dancing, right? Yeah. Thank you, Gary. So I hope I didn't embarrass you. So I'm going to, all of y'all, yeah. If there's something that's touched your heart today, there's many ways that you can share your gift with us. You can put your offering in the plate that's coming by. You can go to our bookstore. We have a QR code out front. And for those who are watching online, you can look at our either our online address or you can mail it to our P.O. box. Please, everybody, say with me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I share. So it is. Thank you for your loving gifts.
Gotta go through it to get to it, to the other side. Can't undo it, just gotta use it to turn a wrong into a right. Tragedy will strike, days turn into night. All this pain and strife. Sometimes I can't see the light, but I gotta keep climbing each and every day. Keep trying. No matter what they say, keep rising, keep shining. You know just what to do. It's time to make my dreams come true. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. amazing
Jackie
band
Wilson.
up here, y'all. Thank y'all for having me. Have a blessed day. Can't wait to do it again.
Wow, thank you, Miss Jackie. You have to come back and share your gift with us again. Thank you. And a big thank you goes out to Reverend Cath for her message today. Larry Faragalli, our music director. Don, Mark, and Jimmy are part of our band today. And many thanks to Ray and Alexander back there with our audio and visual team. But most important, look around. Just want to thank everybody who is here today. Thank everybody who is here, everybody who's online, who's watching us and supporting us. Thank you. I have a few announcements before we leave. On November the 16th from 10, this is next Saturday, between 10 and 12, here at Unity campus of Nashville, we'll have our next leadership care group meeting. So this meeting is for all of those who are in leadership positions or who are interested in becoming a leader at CSLN. So this includes, it's not limited to ministers, practitioners, board of trustees, youth directors, music volunteers, any other volunteers around here. Just come and join and be a leader in the center. There will also be a town hall meeting called Release the Past, Views for the Future. It will be on November the 17th, next Sunday, in the fellowship hall after Sunday service to discuss requests made by some members of CSLN. So join us as we share with each other so together we can move into our new story and the next iteration of what is possible for us, our center. So this is an in-person meeting. I'm gathering it's not going to be on Zoom. It will be in-person meeting only, not Zoom, so all members are encouraged to attend. Please email admin@nashville.org or sign the sheet in the lobby so they know how many lunches to prepare. So if y'all don't know, it's that time of year to give thanks. And it is CSLN's and Unity's tradition to celebrate Thanksgiving with the potluck following the service before the Sunday before Thanksgiving, the Sunday before Thanksgiving. There you go. There I go. This year we will have a joint Sunday service with Unity on November the 24th at 11 a.m. and it's going to be followed by a potluck. So visit our website for more information on this event. I want to thank Erica Leeds. Come on, a little higher. If y'all don't know, she's volunteering to lead a really important group called the Caring Hearts Team. The Caring Hearts Team is seeking volunteers to reach out to members in our community who may have a health challenge, or they have had some surgery or hospitalization, or maybe they just want to help celebrate some joy in your life. So Erica is right over here. Y'all go make your way towards her and be a part of her team. We also have two positions that CSLN is accepting applications for. One is the bookkeeper position, and the other is a part-time executive director's position. If you'd like to know more about either one of these positions, reach out to admin@cslnashville.org and get a copy of the job responsibilities or just go ahead and submit your resume. The Women's Circle will not be meeting over Zoom this next week. They will be meeting at Dalt's. This is so they can celebrate Mary Lou's birthday. This will happen on November the 14th. I don't see Mary Lou here right now, but I know let's all join in and wish her a very happy birthday if you are a woman or something else. But if you want to attend, let Lucia know. As Reverend Cath had already let y'all know, I'm saddened to share that Reverend Michael Woody made his transition this past Monday. And for those of you who do not know Michael, who is a longtime member, a practitioner, and a co-founder of the Music City Center for Spiritual Living with his wife, Diane. So a celebration of life will be held here at Unity on November the 23rd, starting around 1 o'clock. More information will be forthcoming, but I ask you to keep Michael's wife, his circle of family and friends in their treatments and prayers. If any of you would like to know anything else about today's announcements, just go online, visit our website, ask for our newsletter. All of this and more can be found there. So before we close the service, I just want to say thank you. I've met a few volunteers today, or a few not volunteers. Thank you, Amy Stevens, for correcting me, but visitors here today at the center. And so instead of embarrassing you and asking you to stand up, we're going to ask you just to go over here to our fellowship hall so we can meet and greet and get to know you, and you can get to know us. I welcome you to participate. And I want to thank Nancy for providing the space and the food for us today for our fellowship. So if you're watching online, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. I'd like to ask the practitioners, Reverend Cath, Reverend Bennett, to come forth. If there's something heavy on your heart, or if there's something in your heart's desire, hey, don't leave here today without asking one of these professionals to do a treatment for you. So after service, come down. Or if you can't come down, ask who's sitting beside you to come down and grab one of the practitioners so they can treat for you. It's their joy, it's their privilege to do this. But if you can't find yourself doing that, you can complete a prayer request form that is in a secure box right outside, to the left of our lobby, but it's right outside here on the table. If you're watching online, you can go to our website, and under practitioners, you can contact them directly. So I'm going to say closing treatment. I'm going to say this in the first tense. I invite you to make it personal to yourself. So right now, I'll just invite you to close your eyes. And once again, take a deep breath. And release. Center yourself. Open your heart. Open your mind. And know with me that God, the one source and substance of all things, is the giver of all good. But God is good, and God is love. Love is the constant in life. The spirit of love moves through us and around us so we can experience the highest and best. It moves through us so we can experience heaven on earth. In the words of Ernest Holmes, through the power of love, we can let go of the past and we can begin anew. Love heals, forgives, and makes whole. So today, I stop struggling with life events and embrace that I am interconnected with God. I awaken to the spiritual and emotional journey that is before me, and I say yes to living a fulfilled life of peace and happiness and love. The divine in me knows what I want and lights my way, and it leads me to become who I really am. And I affirm that when I'm one with the Creator, all is good and I do amazing things. So it's up to me, it is up to each one of us to take the step towards greatness. And today I affirm that the consciousness of peace and love is present in my life now and always. I believe in the God qualities of peace, joy, and love. I believe in harmony, and anything that is opposite of that is simply a misunderstanding of truth. There's no need for upset or drama when I recognize and accept my oneness with Source. I affirm that I am a living model of peace and love, and I affirm that all things work in divine right order. So by letting go of thoughts and feelings or that stuff that does not serve me, I let go of any kind of framework that interferes from me truly experiencing love. By saying yes to love, I gain a deeper connection to myself and the world around me, and today I choose to face every situation before me with an open mind, an open heart, and an open will to live in the present and love the beauty of the moment. Love is the I am that I am. I'm so grateful for this teaching. I'm so grateful for this teaching of truth and love. I am thankful for all of my friends and community members who love me and cheer me, who are on my sideline of life. I am so thankful that I live in a country where I can choose to vote for who I feel is the best to lead this great country of ours, and I'm so thankful that I can worship as I feel led. I speak my word of love, knowing that it goes forth and it circles back to me. I set this course for today, and tomorrow will follow with ease. I release these words to the law, expecting and accepting this or something even better. And join me as together we say, and so it is.
All right, let's all stand and sing our closing song.
Think of your fellow man, extend a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I know when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. 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 Put a little love in your
This program is a service of the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. May your life be filled with joy and prosperity in every way. Learn more about our programs or contact one of our practitioners at our website, cslnashville.org. You may also want to follow us on Facebook at CSLNASH. You can make a big difference with your financial gift at lovecsln.com. Please share the link to this program with a friend and join us again next Sunday. Have a wonderful week.